tea bag hanging off the ceramic rim has turned the water dark a long time ago. Blue moonlight spilling through the window frame finds a narrow seat upon the surface. I stopped before taking a sip because the warmth on my lips felt so foreign. There's no trace of you in this cold black tea, only the ripples of a rounded silence. Our yesterday served without any sugar lingers bitter on the tip of my tongue. I'm just quietly stirring the moon's reflection. The dry click of the metronome from your room. We painted our own nights through a single wall. My fingertips stained with graphite dust trace the edges of this cold porcelain tub. I wonder what notes you're writing down right now. There's no trace of you in this cold black tea, only the ripples of a rounded silence. Our yesterday served without any sugar lingers bitter on the tip of my tongue. I'm just quietly stirring the moon's reflection. In that brief moment while the steam was rising, how did we miss each other's temperature? It's too late to boil it all over again. The air in this room feels so heavy. There's no trace of you in this cold black tea, only the ripples of a rounded silence. Our yesterday served without any sugar lingers bitter on the tip of my tongue. I'm just quietly stirring the moon's reflection. Moonlight settled at the bottom of the cup, a night I couldn't finish drinking. A cold dry brush into a smudge of titanium white. I'm peeling the moon off the window frame bit by bit. trying to fill the hollow space where you used to sit, but the canvas just bleeds into a pale, messy blur. Moonlight spilled across the canvas in broken pieces. It feels just like that melody of yours I can't quite catch. I keep layering and layering the paint over the shadows, but it's still a cold, quiet night in the center of this room. No trace of you left in this cup of cold Earl Grey. Only the trembling shadow of the moon remains on the surface. That deep bruised blue mixed on the corner of my palette. That's the temperature I chose to paint you with tonight. Hey. Moonlight spilled across the canvas in broken pieces. It feels just like that melody of yours I can't quite catch. I keep layering and layering the paint over the shadows, but the cold, quiet night in the center of this room. The darker the room gets, the sharper the light burns. Your breath is still hot on the tips of my stained fingers, like the final sheet of music we never got to finish. Moonlight spilled across the canvas in broken pieces. It feels just like that melody of yours I can't quite catch. I keep layering and layering the paint over the shadows, but it's still a cold, quiet night in the center of this room. When the moonlight dries, will we find each other again? Placing one single white dot over the sleeping city. Half-sharpened pencils on the desk, eraser dust piling up like gray snow, and moon inside my cold teacup. Stand still, refusing to remove the final bar. I couldn't draw. Night flows over the empty stare. Your silhouette is a sentence without a period. Why do we always circle back to the start? tear stains. Only the streetlights, those outside, while you keep playing the darkness. The final part I couldn't draw. Night flows over the empty sky. Your silhouette is a sentence without a period. Why do we always circle back to the start? I want to tell you it's okay if it stays unfinished, but my lips are frozen. The night your silence becomes my song. The final part I couldn't draw. Night flows over the empty sky. The silhouette is a sentence without a period. Why do we always circle back to the start? A room left with only cold moonlight. Our song never quite reaching the end. The black tea on the corner of the desk has gone cold. Only the sound of your pencil scratching paper fills the room. I place a single rest on the staff paper, staring blankly at the graphite dust on my fingertips. Outside the window, the world is already drowned in blue dawn. We're reading the same sentence without saying a word. A moon shadow swaying in a cold teacup. This hour when our breathing becomes the only conversation. The silence between us isn't cold at all. It's like the warmest cold wrapped around us. You look up for a second and give me a small smile, and I'm back with my headphones hanging around my neck. The clock hands on the wall move with the heavy weight, but our dreams inside this tiny room are floating and shimmering like specks of dust. We're reading the same sentence without saying a word. A moon shadow swaying in a cold teacup. This hour when our breathing becomes the only conversation. The silence between us isn't cold at all. It's like the warmest cold wrapped around us. Tomorrow will be mixed back into the noise of the world, but the stillness of this room at 2 a.m. is a secret map that no one can take from us. The air touching my fingertips feels so kind. We're reading the same sentence without saying a word. A lone shadow swaying in a cold teacup. This hour when our breathing becomes the only conversation. The silence between the warmest cold wrapped around us. The moon in the window is slowly thinning out. Instead of saying goodnight, I turn off the lamp. Even in the dark, we are looking at each other. Steam has gone from the ceramic mug. A pale moon sits heavy on the water's surface. If I nudge the cup even just a little, you sway precariously on the ripples. The clock on the wall is busy by itself, but my room feels like it's holding its breath. Shadows swaying teacup tonight. Unfinished longing pools at the bottom. If I try to catch you, you scatter away. Just like that moonlight outside the glass. This way night, keeping me awake. My pencil lead is worn down to a blunt tip. Meaningless lines clutter the sketchbook corner. That low melody used to hum seems to be swimming through this cold black tea. When the dew on the window frame finally drops, my heart follows and takes a heavy dip. Shadows swaying teacup tonight. Unfinished longing pools at the bottom. If I try to catch you, you scatter away. Just like that moonlight outside the glass. This way at night, keeping me awake. I'm afraid you'll vanish if I drink it all. So I just sit here watching you stay still against the cold door sill and edge. I press my lips softly for a moment. Swaying in the teacup tonight. Unfinished longing pools at the bottom. If I try to catch you, you scatter away. Just like the moonlight outside the glass. This way at night, keeping me awake until the moon shadow settles down. I don't think I can find any sleep. Sway night. your shadow before it finally settles. The clock on the wall is ticking way too loud tonight. Words I never said are sinking like sediment to the bottom. This unspoken longing hits me like a rising tide. I swallowed your name just as it reached my lips. When this silence tries to pull me under, I'm still reaching for the warmth you left behind. There's a doodle of yours in the corner of my sketchbook. The melody we shared is gathering dust on the keys when the street light spills across the wooden floor. Even the shadows start to look like you. This unspoken longing hits me like a rising tide. I swallowed your name just as it reached my lips. When this silence tries to pull me under, I'm still reaching for the warmth you left behind. If I had taken just one step closer back then, would we be breathing in a different season now? I call out to you through scattered moonlight, but only the cold dawn air answers back. This unspoken longing hits me like a rising tide. I swallowed your name just as it reached my lips. When the silence tries to pull me under, I'm still reaching for the warmth you left behind. The moon is still trapped in the porcelain. I'm still trapped right here. Found a plastic box buried under the dust. A brown ribbon tangled, a relic of us. The cold plastic feels foreign against my skin. Is your ghost still breathing, trapped deep within? A tiny universe spinning with a rhythmic hiss. Your voice plays through the pitch-shifted bliss. Like moonlight sinking into a kid cup of tea. The rewind button keeps calling out to me. Nights spent turning the reels with a pencil sound goes, then I can't throw away the season we lived in. Inside this box where time has lost its way, I'm still listening to what you had to say. A tiny universe spinning with a rhythmic hiss. Your voice bleeds through the pitch shifted bliss, like moonlight sinking into an old cup of tea. The rewind button keeps calling out on me. Moonlight settles in the dregs of the tea I left out yesterday. My fingertips say, but I dropped the brush. The light under your door has gone away. Trapped in the blue silence outside, are we dreaming different dreams tonight? All the cold confessions I never said dissolve into the dawn out of sight. In the corner of my sketchbook page, the melody you hummed and scribbled down. I try to paint the scenery we share, but your name is the only color I found. Trapped in the blue silence outside, are we dreaming different dreams tonight? All the cold confessions I never said dissolve into the dawn out of sight. In this room where time has lost its speed, I wish I could hear it breathe. Just until the darkness starts to fade, could you stay right here with me? Trapped in the blue silence outside, are we dreaming different dreams tonight? All the cold confessions I never said dissolve into dawn out of sight. Only the moon in my cold cup keeps watching over me. The blue dawn is breaking. Above the cold tea at the corner of the desk, your humming floats like a paper boat. The sound of sharpening pencils, the rustle of paper, our night layers up one thin sheet at a time. I wish the season would just stop right here. I want to hold the clock hand still with my thumb. Even the that sliver of moonlight resting on your shoulder. I want to lock it all inside this room forever. The corner of my sketchbook is filled with your back, and your sheet music is scribbled with my name. Outside the dawn is getting ready to break, but we're still lingering in yesterday. I wish this season would just stop right here. I want to hold the clock hand still with my thumb. Even that sliver of moonlight resting on your shoulder, I want to lock it all inside this room forever. Even if the moon in the cold cup starts to shake, I hope this warmth between us never fades. Even when the light call tomorrow finds us, let's promise not to lose the us we are right now. I wish this season would just stop right here. I want to hold the clock and still it's my tongue. Even that sliver of moonlight resting on your shoulder, I want to lock it all inside this room forever. Cold black tea and you and me, our season will live here, eternal silence near. The tips of the brushes on the sill are already dry. A perfect ring of water stains the wooden desk. The ticking of the clock feels heavy in the air. 1 a.m. and the room is breathing slow. Your sheet music still has the dust from my eraser. I left it there like a secret I'm not ready to tell. In the cold ceramic, the moon is shivering empty. I think it's finally time to let the liquid go. Taking the last sip, I swallowed the whole day down. Even the bitter parts of missing you will take them in. When the bottom of the cup needs this quiet peace, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up a little lighter. The streetlights outside look like they're waiting for someone, rubbing their sleepy eyes against the dark. My lips touch the cold porcelain edge, and the last bit of warmth scatters like a ghost. Taking the last sip, I swallowed the whole day down. Even the bitter parts I'm missing you, I'll fade them in. When the bottom of the cup gets this quiet peace, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up a little lighter. By tomorrow morning we'll be back to our own colors. bag hanging off the ceramic rim has turned the water dark a long time ago. Blue moonlight spilling through the window frame finds a narrow seat upon the surface. I stopped before taking a sip because the warmth on my lips felt so foreign. There's no trace of you in this cold black tea, only the ripples of a rounded silence. Our yesterday served without any sugar lingers bitter on the tip of my tongue. I'm just quietly stirring the moon's reflection. The dry click of the metronome from your room. We painted our own nights through a single wall. My fingertips stained with graphite dust trace the edges of this cold porcelain tub. I wonder what notes you're writing down right now. There's no trace of you in this cold black tea, only the ripples of a rounded silence. Our yesterday served without any sugar lingers bitter on the tip of my tongue. I'm just quietly stirring the moon's reflection. In that brief moment while the steam was rising, how did we miss each other's temperature? It's too late to boil it all over again. The air in this room feels so heavy. There's no trace of you in this cold black tea, only the ripples of a rounded silence. Our yesterday served without any sugar lingers bitter on the tip of my tongue. I'm just quietly stirring the moon's reflection. Moonlight settled at the bottom of the cup, a night I couldn't finish drinking. A cold dry brush into a smudge of titanium white. I'm peeling the moon off the window frame bit by bit, trying to fill the hollow space where you used to sit, but the canvas just bleeds into a pale, messy blur. Moonlight spilled across the canvas in broken pieces. It feels just like that melody of yours I can't quite catch. I keep layering and layering the paint over the shadows, but it's still a cold, quiet night in the center of this room. No trace of you left in this cup of cold Earl Grey. Only the trembling shadow of the moon remains on the surface. That deep bruised blue mixed on the corner of my palette. That's the temperature I chose to paint you with tonight. Moonlight spilled across the canvas in broken pieces. It feels just like that melody of yours I can't quite catch. I keep layering and layering the paint over the shadows, but the cold, quiet night in the center of this room. The darker the room gets, the sharper the light burns. Your breath is still hot on the tips of my stained fingers, like the final sheet of music we never got to finish. Moonlight spilled across the canvas in broken pieces. It feels just like that melody of yours I can't quite catch. I keep layering and layering the paint over the shadows, but it's still a cold, quiet night in the center of this room. When the moonlight dries, will we find each other again? Please someone sing a white dot over the sleeping city. Half-sharpened pencils on the desk, eraser dust piling up like gray snow, and moon inside my cold teacup. Stand still, refusing to remove the final part I couldn't draw. Night flows over the empty stare. Your silhouette is a sentence without a period. Why do we always circle back to the start? Your score lies next to my canvas. Ink smudges looking just like tear stains. the silence becomes my song. With only cold moonlight, our song never quite reaching the end. The black tea on the corner of the desk has gone cold. Only the sound of your pencil scratching paper fills the room. I place a single rest on the staff paper, staring blankly at the graphite dust on my fingertips. Outside the window, the world is already drowned in blue dawn. We're reading the same sentence without saying a word. This hour when our breathing becomes the only conversation. The silence between us isn't cold at all. It's like the warmest cold wrapped around us. You look up for a second and give me a small smile. I'm not back with my headphones hanging around my neck. The clock hands on the wall move with the heavy weight, but our dreams inside this tiny room are floating and shimmering like specks of dust. We're reading the same sentence without saying a word. A moon shadow swaying in a cold teacup. This hour it's like the warmest cold wrapped around us. Tomorrow will be mixed back into the noise of the world, but the stillness of this room at 2 a.m. is a secret map that no one can take from us. The air touching my fingertips feels so kind. We're reading the same sentence without saying a word. Like the warmest cold wrapped around us. The moon in the window is slowly thinning out. Instead of saying goodnight, I turn off the lamp. Even in the dark, we are looking at each other. has long gone from this ceramic mug. A pale moon sits heavy on the water's surface. If I nudge the cup even just a little, you sway precariously on the ripples. The clock on the wall is busy by itself, but my room feels like it's holding its breath. Shadows swaying in the teacup tonight. Unfinished longing pools at the bottom. If I try to catch you, you scatter away. Just like that moonlight outside the glass. This way tonight, keeping me awake. My pencil lead is worn down to a blunt tip. Meaningless lines clutter the sketchbook corner. That low melody used to hum seems to be swimming through this cold black tea. When the dew on the window frame finally drops, my heart follows and takes a heavy dip. Shadows swaying teacup tonight. Unfinished longing pools at the bottom. If I try to catch you, you scatter away. Just like that moonlight outside the glass. This way tonight, keeping me awake. I'm afraid you'll vanish if I drink it all. So I just sit here watching you stay still. Against the cold door ceiling edge, I press my lips softly for a moment. Tonight, unfinished longing pools at the bottom. If I try to catch you, you scatter away. Just like the moonlight outside the glass. This way and night, keeping me awake until the moon shadow settles down. I don't think I can find any sleep. Sweet night. There's a doodle of yours in the corner of my sketchbook. The melody we shared is gathering dust on the keys when the street light spills across the wooden floor. Even the shadows start to look like you. This unspoken longing hits me like a rising tide. I swallowed your name just as it reached my lips. When this silence tries to pull me under, I'm still reaching for the warmth you left behind. If I had taken just one step closer back then, would we be breathing in a different season now? I call out to you through scattered moonlight, but only the cold dawn air answers back. This unspoken longing hits me like a rising tide. I swallowed your name just as it reached my lips. When the silence tries to pull me under, I'm still reaching for your warmth you left behind. The moon is still trapped in the porcelain. I'm still trapped right here. Found a plastic box buried under the dust. A brown ribbon tangled, a relic of us. The cold plastic feels foreign against my skin. Is your ghost still breathing, trapped deep within? A tiny universe spinning with a rhythmic hiss. Your voice plays through the pitch-shifted bliss. Like moonlight sinking into a kid cup of tea. The rewind button keeps I can't throw away the season we lived in. Inside this box where time has lost its way, I'm still listening to what you had to say. A tiny universe spinning with a rhythmic hiss. Your voice bleeds through the pitch-shifted bliss, like moonlight sinking into an old cup of tea. The rewind button keeps calling out on me. Moonlight settles in the dregs of the tea I left out yesterday. My fingertips sink, but I drop the brush. The light under your door has gone away. Trapped in the blue silence outside, are we dreaming different dreams tonight? All the cold confessions I never said dissolve into the dawn out of sight. In the corner of my sketchbook page, the melody you hummed is scribbled down. I try to paint the scenery we share, but your name is the only color I found. Trapped in the blue silence outside, are we dreaming different dreams tonight? All the cold confessions I never said dissolve into the dawn out of sight. In this room where time has lost its beat, I wish I could hear it breathe. Just until the darkness starts to fade, could you stay right here with me? Trapped in the blue silence outside, are we dreaming different dreams tonight? All the cold confessions I never said dissolve into dawn out of sight. Only the moon in my cold cup keeps watching over me. The blue dawn is breaking. Above the cold tea at the corner of the desk, your humming floats like a paper boat. The sound of sharpening pencils, the rustle of paper, our night layers up one thin sheet at a time. I wish the season would just stop right here. I want to hold the clock hand still with my thumb. Even the that sliver of moonlight resting on your shoulder. I want to lock it all inside this room forever. The corner of my sketchbook is filled with your back, and your sheet music is scribbled with my name. Outside the dawn is getting ready to break, but we're still lingering in yesterday. I wish this season would just stop right here. I want to hold the clock hand still with my thumb. Even that sliver of moonlight resting on your shoulder, I want to lock it all inside this room forever. Even if the moon in the cold cup starts to shake, I hope this warmth between us never fades. Even when the light call tomorrow finds us, let's promise not to lose the us we are right now. I wish this season would just stop right here. I want to hold the clock and still it's my tongue. Even that sliver of moonlight resting on your shoulder, I want to lock it all inside this room forever. Cold black tea and you and me, our season will live here, eternal silence near. The tips of the brushes on the sill are already dry. A perfect ring of water stains the wood and dust. The ticking of the clock feels heavy in the air. 1 a.m. and the room is breathing slow. Your sheet music still has the dust from my eraser. I left it there like a secret I'm not ready to tell. In the cold ceramic, the moon is shivering empty. I think it's finally time to let the liquid go. Taking the last sip, I swallowed the whole day down. Even the bitter parts of missing you will take them in. When the bottom of the cup makes this quiet peace, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up a little lighter. The streetlights outside look like they're waiting for someone, rubbing their sleepy eyes against the dark. My lips touch the cold porcelain edge, and the last bit of warmth scatters like a ghost. Taking the last sip, I swallowed the whole day down. Even the bitter parts I'm missing, you will take them in. When the bottom of the cup gets this quiet peace, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up a little lighter. By tomorrow morning we'll be back to our own colors, filling in the blanks we left behind for each other. The sound of the empty cup hitting the wood, the sound of the knot cracking open just a bit. Take